Hi, Canada Magazine community live. Welcome back. I'm at the Elevate Retail Cannabis Conference. Of course, you know me. I'm Cy Williams, but I'm joined by my very special guest.
Gang.
Hey, Eric from BluntTalk. We're going to be talking all things cannabis, catching up about the cannabis industry overall. There's a lot of stuff we've been trying to talk about for a little while now, so we're going to catch up and. Glad to have you. So we'll wait a couple minutes. We're going to light up, spark up, and roll up while we wait for some of you to join us. How you been, man?
Good, man. I'm just gonna post it on my page too. So
sounds good.
People hop on.
Sounds good.
Or I can just share it, right?
You can. What I'll do is I plan on just sharing it and adding you guys as collaborators so we can both post the same thing. The same video.
Okay.
So I travel a lot, and it's crazy how often your name comes up in conversation, and how many you got some true fans, like coast to coast, my friend.
Thank God I do.
And, it makes me happy, man. It makes me really happy to see that. Eric and I, we tried to talk. We tried to do this interview a couple times, and the timing wasn't right. We tried to research, and just as we were getting ready to sit down, unfortunately, there was an emergency, and they had to shut the book. Yeah, we had the book. That was sad. What else? And we tried before that as well, but we were at one of those crazy busy expos.
Yes.
You're so busy, I'm so busy. We just couldn't make it work, but we finally made it work today.
Exactly.
And of all places, Mississauga.
Yes.
One of my favorite places to blaze. Tell me, I would have asked you 5 years ago if we would have a consumption lounge blazing in a parking lot in Mississauga. Would you believe me?
No.
Right?
No. I'm so used to hiding that I'm smoking, or going in the stairwell, or going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back alleys. Yeah.
So no, it's a dream come true, literally, and that's why I've tried to indulge myself into the industry from the beginning. You know what I mean?
I'm glad. I know that about you. What are you sparking up?
I'm sparking up some. The brand's called Nudes, but it's my boy, the Contactor. He actually grew the input for this, so.
Awesome. I'm trying out something out of the floor. I've got some Farah Crops Sativa pre-roll. I smoked one of these on my last interview. I was just on a video with the Newbie and the Doobie. Those fun cannabis advocates. And they brought this for me. And actually, it's pretty uplifting. It's got me in that shady kind of frame.
So High Canada Magazine, I'm good to me or not.
Okay, so
yeah,
we're just about to, we put out issue 90 late next week. We are heading towards our 100th issue and 10-year celebration in January 2024.
Wow.
I've 10 years of cannabis history. We're putting out a coffee table book. We're a big celebration built around our 10-year. Personally, I've been in the industry about 15 years. I'm ex-legacy. I worked in the dispensary markets. Had my own dispensary for a while. Transitioned over. Had Rolling Stone magazine for a year.
Okay.
Until Rolling Stone asked me so nicely, without suing my ass off, without a cease and desist, to change my name, which I did happily, and I changed it to High Canada Magazine.
Hey, when people are doing that, that means they're doing something.
We've been at this hard. I love what I do. I don't have any investors, or I'm not beholden to anyone. I'm not no one's corporate freaking shill, and I am able to present true cannabis media as cannabis media should be out there. When I started, there were no cannabis magazines. There were no cannabis media.
Yes.
This whole idea of being an influencer was a joke then, and it's kind of a joke now. There's just people fighting for the planet, right? Trying to make a difference. I filled the void. I have a great team. I've had over 120 people through the High Canada Magazine. We have, our Ontario team, our BC team, our Alberta team, our Maritimes team, and people come and go. And so we've had amazing names through. Like Colin Banbury used to be my fitness writer back in the day. For like a year and a half.
That's amazing.
Kelly Gibson, she did all the Spirit League store launches in Alberta. Just like an amazing marketer. She was also a big writer for me. Like, we've had some amazing people through. I remember my first Jackie Childs interview or talk when she didn't know a single person in the industry.
Yes.
And, you know, it's really, for me, it's really cool to see people graduate. I like mentorship. I like holding up the people behind it. That's my whole jam.
Do you ever feel bitter when people that you've helped like get into the industry and make a name and connect connections for kind of like branch off and don't really like
well, here's the
keep
thing.
that relationship?
I get incredibly choked and angry and annoyed and disappointed and frustrated when 1 out of 10 people who we bring in will wind up trying to bite me in the ass. They will whiteboard me. They will do their best to take my network, and I have a substantial, I'm not going to brag, I'm not going to throw my network on the table, but I've been doing this for 15 years as a magazine. We have over 180,000 subscribers, people, addresses. Companies, like a dozen companies have gifted me their mailing list because, you know, we serve the community. When I have people who come in and whiteboard and treat my organization and my team with disrespect and then leave, you know, it's pretty obvious who you are because we don't pay any fucking attention to you after that. Let me tell you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a few of you, and you all know who you are. But you know what? Cream rises to the top. We outlast our haters. They come and go. You know, it's the way what it is, right? You've also had your fair share of challenges within the industry. Social media is kind of screwy that way, and you outlast them and you prove them wrong.
Yeah. Honestly, like you have to realize and get used to it that like there's a lot of love as you grow.
Right.
But then once you get to a certain level, it's like, you know what, you're doing too hot. Let me drag you back down. And that's what I've realized for a long time. So luckily, like, I've kind of prepared myself for everything I've gone through, but you still can't prepare yourself for everything that comes.
No, you know what, that's one of the great things about our sector. It's a challenge every single day. No day is going to be the same as yesterday. And there's a continual shit. Like sometimes haters will emerge out of nowhere for no reason. And I don't know about you, but I have to deal with prohibitionists, people who are staunchly anti-cannabis. You know, for the most part, I realized recently I was in Edmonton at a show. I stepped out of the bubble, and I realized how much stigma is still out there, and how much prohibition, how much the prohibitionists, the anti-cannabis people, still have a major voice out there. It really opened my eyes. Our work's not done, and I get hate from that particular group. One fun fellow from the States in particular who thought he would like to open up my head and show my brain off to show the world how stupid I was for believing in cannabis. You know who you are too, buddy. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah. So it's like High Canada Magazine, like this is all you do? Like you don't have a job? Like
this is my job, yeah. I work at High Canada Magazine. I'm the editor-in-chief. I run a good team. So I ran a gallery in Kensington Market for a number of years before High Canada. That's where I transitioned. I actually worked in advertising. I designed the bad boy furniture and electronics ads for years. Willowdale, Dodge and Chrysler. I cut my teeth in marketing and advertising. I had an office across to the Toronto Sun on Main Street. I had younger kids. I hated working for the system. I don't do well with authority overall. I've gotten a lot better, but I like working for myself. Yeah. So I started my own ad agency. I did that for a number of years. I got sick of corporate ad work and opened up the gallery. Teamed up with someone who had a gallery, took the gallery over, ran that gallery, and then the money for funding for fine arts was dwindling. And I have a successful art career. I went to U of T for fine art studio, sculpting, making, painting, and I have a comprehensive CV.
Mayor wants to know if we're looking for writers.
We are always looking for writers, and if you email me at editor@highcanada.net, I'm always looking at submissions, and we're always trying to add people to our High Canada magazine team family. I run it like an arts collective, like I run the gallery. Everybody has a voice. We try to hold each other up. And we try to hold up the people behind the plan. And always, we are in service to our community. That's my job. It's a fun job, man. I have the best job in the world. I think I travel, I get to smoke weed. I smoke thousands of amazing strains. I've talked to thousands of amazing people. I get to create content. I'm still very creative in my job. I'm passionate about what I do. I hate bullies, and I hate the way our sector is evolving. And if I could use this as an opportunity to ask you, what do you think is wrong?
One second.
The biggest problem.
1 second. I'm smoking nudes. My boy, the contactor, he grew the cannabis that's inside. She wants to know what you're smoking.
Oh, and I got the Barra Crop Sativa Pre-Rolls, 2 5.5s, and it's tasty. Yeah, there were 2 in here too. I smoked the first one earlier. But if you had say Prime Minister Trudeau for 5 minutes and he said, "Listen, Eric, what's the one thing that you think I screwed up with the organization?" What would you tell him?
I think he made it, like every industry, the top are really successful and it just trickles down and it gets harder and harder and less and less and less. I think that's the biggest thing there that I realized. Maybe if it was more accessible, you know what I mean? Like again, as I'm in the journey of trying to release a product to market, and like if you don't have the money and the power, it's very hard.
Okay.
And there's not a lot of money in this industry in general, right?
It's true, and it's also, and I've been talking to people around the country, leaders like yourself, and we've talked about things like government overstepping, over-regulation, over-taxation on every single level, or service charges, municipally, federally, provincially, and the impression I'm getting across the country is somebody entering the legal space, optimistic to try to build a future for yourself, your business, your brand, your family, to go against these kind of obstacles.
Yeah.
The people are rising up right now and saying enough is enough, that things have to change. So I'm hoping that your brand will be one of those ones that can benefit from some of the change. But we need our leaders to step up, including yourself, like so many people out there.
I'm trying, man.
And you are, man. But there's, I think, getting people like you talking about how things
100%, Miriam. 100%.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that you talk to people like you who are passionate about the planet, who have a big voice and know how to use it. You gotta appreciate that. We've lost a lot of our fighters. They're not around anymore. This new generation, they don't know how to fight. They don't know how to ask for their rights. They're happy. Bill Blair said, "Oh, I'm going to give you a legal industry, and I'm going to come in with a closed fist, and then I'm going to slowly release." Well, they better release, or brands like yours aren't going to make it, right? Or the sector will be controlled by this ultra elite, and we'll wind up being like Coke and Pepsi. We don't want that.
Again, we're at Elevate Expo, Jazz Samra, this is his expo, and again, he is one of those independent retailers that he does try to fight back to the government, and he does try to support the small guy like him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
now, major shout outs to Jazz, who's on my cover this month.
yes, I seen that.
He did a challenge out there to the cannabis community nationally. He's like, "Listen, you can put up or shut up, basically. You want to make change in this industry, come out to Elevate and have those conversations." And that's what I've been seeing these last couple of days, people having those conversations, getting more riled up, talking about the challenges, going, "Holy crow, we are the most heavily regulated and the training our people have to have to participate, the amount of red tape you have to go through. We're not like any other industry. In fact, it's starting to feel to me like we're like a conquered culture. They took all our patents, and now they're taking every cent we can make. That's very little to do anything else."
It's true.
But shout out to Jazz. That is another one of those leaders I mentioned that are out there, and he put his money
a lot
where
of followers, if you know. But yeah, you're based in BC now?
Yeah, I'm based in BC. Yeah, I moved out there 4 years
You're
ago.
from here?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 years you've been out there. The
Yeah,
weather's
4
nice,
years.
eh?
It rains a lot,
okay.
man. But let me tell you, the people are beautiful.
Yeah.
I can throw a rock in any direction, hit a cultivator. The culture is vibrant.
Yes.
They're like BC bud. Oh my god.
Right. No, it's true. No, it's
Oh,
true.
it's
It's not like
it's the
fake
higher
thing, it's true.
elevation, right?
Yeah.
And they really pay attention to like just some great organic stuff out there. Some of the best brands in Canada are coming to British Columbia, and worldwide we are renowned. And Ontario's no slouch in
Yeah, we have the biggest market in Ontario.
yeah, 100%. Hey, there's 5,000 brands on the OCS right now. Is that true, you think?
More every day, man. I don't know. Just make sure Blunt Love gets on there. That's all I can.
All right, Blood Love. Okay, so what do you got planned for the rest of the Elevate? You gonna go to that party tomorrow night?
Yes, and I'm gonna be actually exhibiting here tomorrow. So
No
I'll be
way!
out here tomorrow.
We've been showcasing that there's up to 60 people. Tomorrow is going to be the pandemonium
Yes,
day.
yeah, yes.
What do we call it? Pandemonium. Because so many people are going to be coming down to this tomorrow. Jazz has done a great job. So is Harsh. With organizing.
Yes, Anisha, the family, Cameron, everybody. Yeah, man. I'm gonna head out now.
It was
Thank you,
good.
brother.
Thank
Yes, I'm
you,
glad
man.
we finally linked
Yeah,
up.
this was
Thank you,
awesome.
buddy.
Okay, on behalf of myself, I'm Eric BluntTalk, High Canada Magazine. We will see you on the floor at Elevate.